Welcome to Recouped the podcast, where we uncover the depths of sustainability and its impact on the world.
We're your hosts, Vicky
and Michelle.
And together we'll explore what it means to live more sustainably. Dude, you know how we always talk about K-Cups?
Uh-huh.
And how they aren't sustainable?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Keurig came out with something new? Did you know?
I didn't.
It's a new machine.
Oh.
Well, double whammy. Keurig came out with a new sustainable 1-cup instant cup coffee maker. Coming from the girl who doesn't drink coffee. I know. But it comes in these compressed pods that are wrapped in a plant-based, I don't want to call it plastic, but plant-based enclosure that gets dissolved when the cup makes.
Okay.
Anyways, Keurig came out with something cool, and we'll talk about it more, but I just wanted you to know. Did you know?
Yeah, that's cool. And so it's a new machine?
Yeah.
So you have to get a new machine, right? So
do.
that would be something, I guess. Yeah, if you don't have one already and you're looking to get one.
Yeah.
Maybe wait until this one comes out.
Yes. Yeah. But it's new. I don't know off the top of my head when it's coming. I think in the summer, maybe next year. Shoot, I read the article. It's coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, something to look forward to.
Hopefully because Keurigs were like one of those things. It's like, one cup of coffee and a little, oh my gosh, yes. Like, let's jump on it. And then
quick,
it's like,
and it's easy.
No, what did we do?
Yeah.
Like the Oppenheimer guy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So Keurig, they're updating their oh no, and they're trying to find a way to make it the oh no a little bit better. But what's even cooler are there is actually a bunch of other companies that we'll talk about.
Okay.
That actually are making changes to their products and their company stances and that kind of stuff too. So
yeah, I think we're going to talk about these will be great like consumer tips.
Yeah.
And I think one of the sustainable tips of like I don't know, the earlier generations would be like being brand loyal.
Yes.
And because I've never really been too brand loyal. There's a few things, but some people are like very, very brand loyal.
I'm trying to think if I am.
Yeah,
I know.
So then if you're that type of person and you're looking for a new lotion or face cream or I don't know. I guess there are options out there for like the sustainable option.
Yeah.
And we'll go over a few of them.
Yeah. So
these
like
new cool ones.
So with these new cool things, this goes into the new word that we stinking love, pre-cycle. So think before you buy. Think about the future of it for you, of its life and all that other stuff. But like, remember pre-cycle. And with that, we'll tell you about some cool new stuff. So, okay. I'll tell you about the first one. Okay. Levi's, they have a plant-based jean. Did you know that? It is, let me read the description from Levi's website. So Levi's plant-based 501 jeans. The plant-based 501 jean is made of at least 97% plant-based materials with all certified organic cotton, natural dye stuff, a plant-based patch, so you know that brown patch that they have that's iconic, with ink made from wood waste.
Oh, because that was probably like leather, huh? Okay.
I think so. So they're coming out with this new jean. I think it's actually available now. Something that I did read that was really cool about the Levi's, it's like hemp cotton. Why did I say it so weird? Hemp cotton. And they're cute. They're like your traditional 501 jeans. Do you think I know you love Levi jeans.
I know. I love Levi's and I love old Levi's.
Would you buy a new?
And that's so trendy.
But would you buy?
It? Ugh.
It is. But I mean, like you buy old Levi's.
Yeah.
But real world, would you buy plant-based?
If they fit good and I liked them.
And your butt looked
sure,
good?
I would spend a couple $100 because I like that quality, long-lasting. I would keep them forever.
Yeah. No, true.
For the rest of my life.
Yes, that is one thing about Levi's is that they last forever if they are made out of.
The older they are, the cooler they are.
That's correct. And so just in case if anyone is out there considering, I did look up the price because I am so budget conscious. Your original Levi 501 jeans, the non plant-based ones, they're average $98. Mm-hmm. These new plant-based ones are average at $128.
So with pre-cycling in mind, that's going to be one of those things. Set aside that budget if you're going to try to go sustainable in your closet.
In your closet, that's right. Mm-hmm. And then once you can't wear those jeans, the crotch in the hole, or the crotch in the hole, the hole in the crotch, the hole in the pants, in the pockets. Yeah. They can't get patched up anymore. I know I have a few of those. This could be a good option. Yeah.
This would be a trend that should catch on with all clothing manufacturers, because here's a cool fact, not cool, kind of morbid.
Yeah.
The fast fashion industry accounts for 10% of carbon emissions, 20% of the global wastewater, and 92 million tons of textile waste annually.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So this is like double whammy.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Levi's are sustainable anyway, because they are so popular. Lasting.
Remember the pair of Levi jeans that John from Sorter Culture with the birdhouses. He knew that we were upcycling materials, and he saw our cool aprons that we had with the Carhartt pockets and the da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. These pair of Levi jeans, which we still have, they're pretty great.
Yeah.
They're still pretty great.
My first thought was like, can I wear these?
Yeah.
But he was like giving them to us to make something
out of, which we still have in the works. But yeah, so like even something like
I'd be interested to know how many Levi's end up in the trash compared to other brands, because I don't think they do.
Let's look that up for next time. Yeah, that's actually a really good one.
But that also goes along with like some good tips for keeping your clothes, like mending your clothes, buying quality things that'll last forever. So picking a style that will stay in style, that classic transitional.
Yes.
And it can be funky and fun.
Yeah. But as long as it's your sustainable style, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, I know, you know me, like if anybody out there that knows me, I am very neutral. Mm-hmm. But I wear my neutral clothes because it's long lasting and it's not too trendy. And then just coming from the background that I come from of growing up with a single parent and siblings and not a whole lot of money, buying fast fashion or the cool fashion or the newest, latest, greatest trends didn't make sense. So I figured out how to buy the cool, nice looking things that will last a little while.
Simple style, color, cut. Yeah. But that's the thing too with like jeans. So I noticed those Levi's in the picture, they were like that straight, like, so they're classic. Not skinny, they're not baggy, they're not high waist, they're just a classic, something that will always come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Good. I think that's a good one.
That is a really good one.
Okay, what else do we have here? We've got a few.
Nike.
Oh, the Nike one.
The Nike one.
I know. So Nike's been controversial over the years, but this was about sustainability here. So this would be
pardon us.
Circle of
trying to
waste, keeping it out of the system, out of the landfill. Mm-hmm. So the one interesting thing that I saw about this new Nike shoe, let me see if I can find it.
Flipping some pages. It's going to be right over there.
Oh, okay.
The Nike shoe?
I wrote it down somewhere.
Oh, you wrote down a thing. Wait, should we read about the product design first?
Yes,
and then you can tell us the scoop.
So here we have the Nike ISPA Link Access Shoes. It's a new thing, new cool thing. It is an exploration into circular design, which is what we're trying to talk about. Yeah. With 100% recycled materials, every part can be recycled, says the ISPA team. It represents progress over perfection, creating a product with a second life in mind. Guided by the principles of modularity and waste reduction, the design uses interlocking components of recycled fly knit and plastic, as few materials as possible, and zero glue. Experience the future of design in the present, and if or when you want to help extend the shoe's life, simply drop them off at your participating Nike store for recycling. Mm-hmm. So one thing that I thought was cool was they made these with that pre-cycle.
Yeah.
So we've learned a lot, like listening to our boring,
really great and informative
podcasts. So that circular life of you making things that aren't intended for the trash.
Yes.
So making them with the thought in mind that they could be recycled instead of just a single use. So they did that with with that intention of they made them easy to disassemble. And I liked that because from our standpoint with our business, we disassemble
everything,
industrial bags.
Yes.
Every single day.
Piece by piece.
And then we use that material.
Yeah.
But sometimes we'll be like disassembling these bags and we're like, I wish that they could just ask us, or like, I wish we could tell them, like, stop sewing them this way.
Yeah.
It is too hard to disassemble this bag.
No, that's true. That is true. We get mad. We're grunt every single time. We're like,
if you just sewed this? Keep us in mind.
Yeah. No, for sure. And so
these shoes.
So Nike is like, okay. Yeah. We're going to keep this in mind. Because the idea is that this is going to come back to us. It's going to be taken apart so we can create something new out of it or reassemble a new shoe.
And I like that.
What I really do like, though, is that they actually will take it back from you. Some places will be like, oh, you can recycle it, but they don't give you who, what, when, where, how, why.
Yeah, or they make it hard.
Or they make it difficult.
Like if you're going to be like, I'm going to buy a pair of these shoes every 2 years. Something. And then you like go drop off your old ones and get some new ones.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know what? So different. But if we go back to jeans really quick, I just remembered Madewell. I should look into them a little bit more. But they did have a jean recycling program too. But they also gave you a discount off of a pair of jeans with them. But it was nice because they took...
Incentivize. Those are the things that big consumer brands need to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I was saying, you can drop these shoes off at any participating Nike store for recycling, and they'll take them off your hands, which I think is really cool.
And because we're so honest and open and raw, and we want to do the pros and cons.
Yeah.
The cons of this Nike shoe are...
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
The price. Of course, your gal over here.
Yikes.
Y'all.
And there's only one look.
There is only one look. These are $300. If you can afford them, by all means, do your Nike thing. For me personally, I would opt for a different shoe. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, that goes into our that one topic that we talked about, accessibility.
Yeah.
So people who have more money are a lot of the ones producing more waste.
That's correct.
So they could be the ones who jump on this.
Yes. That's great.
This hot trend here.
That's right. Now, y'all, if you are interested in a cool, sustainable shoe, maybe not a kind that you can pull apart and you can recycle in that way, I have a personal favorite. They're actually Allbirds. I think you've seen me. I think both Tracy and Michelle have seen me wear them. They're made out of wool. So I don't know how to describe it, but the biggest thing is Allbirds, they do actually focus on their carbon footprint. Just in general, they have a really low emissions on the carbon footprint. And I forgot to write down the numbers, but you can find it on allbirds.com. All the information's on there. They even have a sustainability or that report.
And these are like tennis shoes almost. They look like a tennis shoe,
Yeah,
right?
they're like they're a tennis shoe. Yeah, they are. They have them like...
But like for functional everyday wear.
Yeah, for functional every day. I have tried wearing them at the gym. For me, it didn't work out for me.
But in a pinch.
It totally worked out. So,
but with wool, that's like moisture wicking.
Yes.
Insulating.
And they also say, like, you don't have to wear socks.
Yeah. Hygienic.
Yeah. So because they're just like so breathable. But one of the cool things about it is the wool, they have really, what is it called? There's a score for standards of animal welfare. It's a high score of animal welfare. A part of the shoe, what is it? The foam base in the shoe is made out of sugarcane. And then the shoelaces are made out of plastic recycled water bottles.
Okay, so it's almost like a biodegradable or compost. I don't know.
No, well,
little bit of both.
Wool is biodegradable. The foam would be compostable. Oh my gosh, we're going to talk about that more too.
Yeah. Mind blown.
Yeah.
But also, we will eventually, very soon here, have a list of these incentives, these marks, these check marks, like what you were just saying, the animal one.
Yeah.
For textiles, like things that you can look for, like, that USDA organic, that little check, or gluten-free or something you look for on your packaging. There are certain standards for quality, sustainable clothing.
Yeah. And so with all that good stuff, like I'm saying, I personally do love Allbirds. And if you aren't at a place where you want to spend $300 on a pair of shoes, I could recommend the Allbirds. They're super comfortable. They're breathable. They come in lots of nice neutral colors, and you can get them anywhere from like $100 and up. And they're great. They're your neutral girl's favorite, but they have Tons of styles. I'm just looking right now. They have a woman's tree flyer too that looks very similar, very sport-like, like a Nike shoe.
Yeah.
So anyhow, and those
cute.
ones are $160 and they come in color combination. So all I'm saying is the $300 Nike shoes is not.
And how long have you had those?
Years.
Okay. So that is another thing.
My sister got them for me as a gift a few years ago. And since then, Zach and I, we have bought each other.
Because shoes aren't something that you could, you could, because like my winter boots and stuff, I plan on keeping for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like I bought the nice quality ones. My husband and I each have ours, and then, we'll keep them forever. Never have to worry about those again.
Yeah.
But we don't wear them that often here in Washington, snows for a couple weeks. But for something like tennis shoes or something that you're wearing every day, I remember when I worked in the medical field, somebody saying, like an orthopedic person saying, you need to get new shoes every 6 months if you're wearing them every day. I was like, what?
Well, you know what I heard also?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't have the right numbers, but my cousin's father, married in father, Grandpa Paul, if you're listening, he is a marathon runner. He is a triathlon man.
So he probably needs some good shoes every 6 months.
But when he told me how often they change shoes, and then he told me, because I was like super new running at this time, he's like, you should be wearing a different pair of shoes. Not every day, but like every other day. You shouldn't wear the same shoes every day when you're running. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, you must go through so many shoes. And he does, because like literally you're putting miles on these shoes. So it makes sense. I get it. And then especially if you're working in the medical field, you're on your feet every day. You're running up and down, moving to and fro. And then on a hygienic level, it's probably like good to change them too, But it makes sense.
It does.
I get it. It makes sense.
But I'm like the barefoot princess.
Yeah.
I like to run around barefoot.
That is true, y'all.
I prefer that over everything.
That is true. But if you want some shoes, like I said, the Nikes are cool. Take a look at them. They're the Link Access. Axis.
The Link Axis.
Yes. Or check out Allbirds. You might like them and love them like I do.
Okay.
On
to our next.
Ooh. I use this.
We're going to go into our beauty segment.
Okay. I do use this. Neutrogena Hydroboost Water Gel.
Okay.
Have you used it?
I have
Are you
used
familiar?
a hydrogel moisturizer.
Yes. Do you like that?
Yeah.
You might like this one.
Yeah.
So this is cool. So Neutrogena, they have, I'm sure many people have seen it at Target or wherever you go, Ulta. Neutrogena Hydroboost Water Gel. They deliver a refreshing burst of hydration for glowing skin. Designed for normal, dry, and acne-prone skin, this water gel, oh my gosh, this water gel facial moisturizer refill set to deliver 6 times more hydration versus the untreated skin. So what we're trying to tell you is Neutrogena has a hydrogel lotion that typically comes in a white cap blue bodied container. So instead of tossing that container out, they have the refill after you're getting done using the gel lotion. You just get another pod and you stick it in there like a Keurig.
And I like this.
Yes.
So there was a few things on this one that hit the mark for me. So because I'm not a consumer in this, like beauty, like I like to do like quality brand, like smaller brands, but be kind of, I do like to be brand loyal with stuff, but I don't like to consume a lot. Like I don't have a bunch of body gels or shower gels. And I like a bar of soap and that's it. Like, so, but for this, I really liked the tips that they gave for, like the airlines, when you go to the airport and you can only have under 3 ounces or whatever.
Yes, it's TSA approved.
So they make this in a TSA approved size already with the refills.
Yes.
So you don't have to like buy new travel size things.
Yeah, you just take it with you.
Throw away your crap that's too big, you know? Like, like almost, there's been times where I've been at the airport and I've had to like throw stuff away that I've been like devastated.
I know.
Like thinking about it my whole trip, like I can't believe I just had to waste all of that.
You know what?
Brand new lotion or whatever, you know.
I do know. I'm going to tell you something stupid that has nothing to do with lotion, but having to throw it away. One time, Zach and I, we came back from Costa Rica and we were so silly. We love getting hot sauces when we travel, and we had to throw away so much hot sauce.
And some alcohol too, right?
Yeah. No. But it was the hot sauce that made me the most sad. But
one time I got through the Seattle airport with a huge knife in my purse on accident. I didn't know it was in there.
Don't tell people.
And then I got
Don't
stopped
tell
in Las
anybody.
Vegas. And I said, how did I even get here with this? And they were like, they missed it.
Holy shit,
like, wow.
They weren't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Girl, I'm glad
I
you
know.
made it out. Made it alive.
And I had to throw it away in Las Vegas.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that didn't happen. But something else. So you like the TSA fact. One of the things that I thought was really cool about the Neutrogena is like based from their original design, the refill reduces like 89% of waste, plastic waste.
So that's another thing. Because my first thought when I saw that was like, it's like a K-cup.
I know.
But
I thought the same
if
thing.
they're going that so far as to think this far in advance of like, we're going sustainable, we're doing this, we're making it size friendly so you don't have to buy extras, then I would sure hope that they'd be smart enough to make this packaging.
Yeah. And like if you've never used this
Eco-friendly.
particular one, the bottle itself, the container that it comes, it's a very thick, hefty bottle. It kind of tricks you, it makes you feel like you're getting way more than you're actually getting. But I have thrown it away thinking, oh, there's like a lot of waste in this plastic thing. But just as I'm a price conscious person, I Googled this, I just looked it up. Let's pretend that you are buying the regular gel container. It's $20.99, but the refill is $17.87. Well, I think it was on sale.
Okay, so
you're saving a couple of bucks just by getting the refill too.
So if you subscribe to this type of brand loyalty, it could be sustainable.
Yeah, it could. It could. And I'm pretty sure it was like aluminum, which is recyclable too, that it comes in, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Take a look at their website.
They're on the right track.
Yeah.
Let's hope that other brands start doing this as well.
Yeah.
And now this is one of my guilty pleasures.
I'm not going to lie. I like this too. But that's okay.
Okay.
But guilty pleasure, but let's just talk about it because it's like summertime and it's party time. All of these. And it's
we're
birthday
just normal
times.
people. Yes.
We are normal.
I'm a mom. I like paper plates.
We are practical sustainability people. We're not saying that you can't. We're just saying be thoughtful about what you do. That's all.
I try not to buy that many. I try to just use it for...
Tell people what you're trying not to buy.
Paper plates. And plastic cutlery and things like that. Convenient things.
Yeah.
That make things so much easier on the go. When you just need a quick... No dishes. Have a whole bunch of kids over at your house. I've had like 10 kids for slumber parties, and
I've been there.
Yes.
Sometimes it's wild because they're all
wild.
boys.
It's stinky.
It's stinky.
So it's paper plates. Don't even touch.
I get it.
The kitchen is closed after a certain time.
Yeah.
Everything goes in the trash.
Okay. So ease yourself. Do you want me to tell it to you, or do you
So
want to read it
this
to
one
the
was
world?
interesting. This Chinet recycled clear cups and compostable straws. So Chinet, I think of like, just
The paper plates. And
and my like red flag alert goes up when I see like the plastic cups. But I guess this is crazy to think, but these ones might be more sustainable than paper.
they're recyclable.
I know. And we're going to get to that in our next episode about like biodegradable and compostable. But these Chinet recycled clear cups and compostable straws are made from 100% recycled material and are available in a pack of 32 17-ounce cups, which recycles the equivalent of 51 plastic water bottles.
51. That's a lot.
The Chinet Classic compostable straws are commercially compostable while maintaining the feel and durability of traditional plastic straws. And that's great because sometimes those reusable straws get disgusting. And I mean, you can wash them out and use the little scrubber thing. But having these easy to go straws, I mean, it is a good convenient.
It is. Yeah. But then wait, something that came up in our last thing that we had talked about. Straws have a place. One of the things that was mentioned, and Tracy might have to remind us in an article, there was an article that was talking about accessibility, sustainability, thrifting. Thank you. Straws aren't just for the abled bodied person. So what I'm saying is, I know people want to save the turtles and all the animals and it's waste and it doesn't degrade, but there is a place for it. In some cases, there are people who may not be able to use a traditional drinking glass or a regular Starbucks cup or whatever it is. They have to use straws to drink their beverages.
Well, I have a sister-in-law who's disabled, and she has to drink all of her, like ensure the meal drinks through straws.
Yep.
And my mother-in-law, like there's she's like loyal to a certain type, the ones that are like the cleaner that Brenna likes to use better.
Yeah.
So we like all know that this type of, straw and cup. So those are, if straws went out completely, then it would be a problem for Brenna.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. And we don't want that. We want to make a sustainable life for your mother-in-law and for Brenna. Let's make things easy so she can feed herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways.
So these are great.
Yeah. So back to the part about just like the plastic straws and the recycled cups.
So it's staying within that cycle, the circle.
Yes. Well, so talk about the circle. Sorry, I just thought it was really cool. Chinet, the company that owns Chinet is called, forgive me, Hudamaki. They actually have clear intentions that they want to be carbon neutral by 2030 by making making everything that they produce.
Okay.
And everything
so they're working on their shit.
They're working on their shit.
Good.
And they're looking
because they've been a big part of the problem.
Yeah, and they want to work on it. So I thought that was a really cool thing.
Accountability, take action. Consumers consume the shit out of this stuff.
Yes, so we do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then once you're done with it, you can recycle it.
Or it's compostable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's really good. And if you're out there shopping, these are actually pretty affordable too. So it's like the pack of 32 cups. They're in between like $6 to $7.
Okay.
And then 50 straws you can get for $3 to $4.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
and that was, I just looked it up on Target just to see what they had. Yeah. So they're available to you now too. I don't know. Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah. And then actually, like plastic cups, you can like wash them out a few times and use them before you recycle them. Yeah.
And then before you recycle them, you can upcycle them and you can plant your starters in them, which I do. You can turn them into a cloche. Is that the right way to say it? The plant cloche. So you can cover your plant. So if you're not 100% sure if your plant is ready to be outside, cover it up and give it like a baby greenhouse almost in a way. But that's garden brain. Yeah. Or just use them for the kids' crafts down the road and cut them up and do. Anyways,
I like to use them for crafts and stuff, like put paint in them and then wash them out.
Yeah. I love all of it. These are really cool, and I'm really excited that we get to share these cool new things. And if you guys know about other cool products that are sustainable, recyclable, or they're changing their ways, tell us.
Yeah.
Send us an email. Write in the comments. Find us on an Instagram.
If there's something you want us to look up and look into, we would love to know.
We'd be more than happy to do that for you. Until then, thanks for listening to this episode of Recouped. I'm Vicky.
And I'm Michelle.
And we're so grateful for you.
Yeah. And we do have a tip jar.
Yeah. So if you want to hear more about what we're up to, buy us a coffee. Get us some coffee so we can just, keep ourselves moving and grooving.
Keep things exciting
and delightful. You can find the link to our tip jar in the show notes if you want to learn more about our business and how we make our bags. Look us up at www.recoupedpnw.com. Find us on Instagram. Oh, and what?
Oh, remember,
to
reduce, reuse, and recoup.
Recoup.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay, bye.